What's up guys, it's Machina here, and here is the session for Synapse Bloom. I will take you through this Reese bass sound that's in the climax of this track, which is this. So here's that part soloed with just the kick and the bass line. This bass was made entirely in Kontakt by sampling a note from this Sub 37 synthesizer. So it's just a simple, like, 2-oscillator Reese bass that are kind of detuned between each other. So you get this really warm Reese bass sound that everybody loves. So how we make this wider is I basically just increase the unison to 2 voices and then put the spread to 70%. So we get this nice and wide. And then from Kontakt, I added a little bit of saturation, distortion, tape saturation. So after those, it sounds like this. So just a little bit punchier and sharper and a little bit more aggressive. And then I added these plugins in Pro Tools. There's a filter, there's a high pass filter because you already got the kick drum and the other sub bass layer, so I did not need anything below 187 Hertz. And then I had this Plugin Alliance Neve channel strip with a little bit of filtering. And then I added Decapitator, which is a saturation unit to make it even more grittier. There's a chorus. And lastly, there is just a tone shaping EQ. So with all of these plugins, it sounds like this. So at this point, this sound is just playing the MIDI notes that we have here. Just a very simple bass melody, okay? But the magic comes in when we enable this Pro 53 filter in Kontakt, which is a very nice sounding, my favorite filter of all Kontakt filters. So what makes this sound interesting from this normal sustained type of bass sound is that the LFO here is modulating the cutoff frequency, and then I'm automating the width of the LFO cycles. So I have a couple of automation lanes. So here, this is for the frequency of the LFO. So it's going from a very low, wide cycle frequency to a very high, fast cycle frequency in the LFO. So when I enable it, it sounds like this. And also, there is the LFO intensity automation. So when it starts, you don't really hear the LFO wobbling at all. And when it goes up like this, it starts coming in. So check it out. And lastly, I also automate the tune, which is this Kontakt parameter here, just in this second note. So it kind of acts like a pitch bend on a hardware synthesizer or your keyboard, MIDI keyboard, basically. So just listen to the second note going up in the end. These kind of sounds have always interested me because they are technically kind of advanced. You have to know how to approach making these kind of sounds, but basically it's just a sustained bass melody automated with some LFO parameters and filters. And once again, we can hear the full mix. go check out Synapse Bloom. It's out now on Anjunabeats.